This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Okay, so we mentioned they start the day after Christmas, December 26, 1988, against the Bolsheviks. By February, they're starting a feud with the fabulous Rougeaus brothers, which is kind of fun considering we've already covered that they used to work with Jacques Rougeau. And they really feature this feud a lot on WWF TV at the time, to the point that they're even a part of WrestleMania 5, and the Bushwhackers are victorious. Meltzer would write of the match: the Bushwhackers down the Rougeaus in 5 minutes and 10 seconds after a double stomach breaker on Raymond. Suffice to say, this is one of the worst matches in the modern history of any civilized nation. Monsoon didn't know Luke from Butch. The sheepherder strut is really over, but I can't describe in words how bad this match was. Let's just say Paul Jones versus Ivan Koloff is no longer the favorite to win worst match of the year. -4 stars. I know you totally disagree with everything Meltzer writes, so we'll table that. What'd you think of this match?
Thought it was fun. It was what it was meant to be, and that was for the Bushwhackers to go out and get everything off to a great start and get people going and having fun.
I agree. It was fun. It's not for everybody. It's the let me up. It's for kids. It's blah, blah, blah. There's a famous moment from this match that's become an internet meme and a GIF that wrestling fans share all over the place, where one of the Bushwhackers is getting body slammed and he does a little hog check on one of the Rougeaus. Did you see that on the monitor when it happened? And were you laughing when you see a rib on live TV like that?
I can't say I did.
You still don't know what I'm talking about right now?
I don't.
Okay. I'll send you a link.
All right.
I mean, it's pretty hilarious. I think it's Luke and Ray Rougeau. Anyway, they put the teams back together again for Saturday night's main event 23. Once again, the Bushwhackers were victorious. They defeat the Rougeaus twice more, first at the 89 Survivor Series and again at the 90 Rumble. The Rougeaus and Bushwhackers, somebody there really loved this pairing, right?
Well, I think that they had a little bit of history together, and with the Rougeaus, from working up in Montreal and the father and everything else. So there was some history there, but they had pretty good chemistry. Everybody knew their role too. The Rougeaus were getting over as heels, and their role was to get the Bushwhackers over, and they did it. So it was 4 guys that enjoyed working with each other and went out and played their role every single night.
Our third WrestleMania for the guys is March 24th, 1991 at the LA the LA Sports Arena. It's not a match, and this year it's not even an in-ring segment, but it is pretty funny. We see a pre-taped debate on Instant Replay with George Steinbrenner and Paul McGuire, narrated by Vince McMahon. The debate was inspired by Randy Savage costing the Ultimate Warrior the world title back at the Royal Rumble. And during the segment, the Bushwhackers are going to be portrayed as referees that are tied up in the video film while trying to make a call. What'd you think of this?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was a different way. This was during the whole, the Instant Replay debates and everything. We got outsiders to work with us, and Steinbrenner was always fucking awesome. But I thought it was great exposure for him, and it kind of was a nice payoff to everything that we had built up to that point, with the whole Instant Replay and different things that were going on in the world at the time.
By 1990, they're feuding with the newly established team Rhythm and Blues, which is of course Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine. And the Bushwhackers WrestleMania 6 appearance comes at the expense of Rhythm and Blues as they show up during a segment attacking Honky Tonk Man and Valentine. This is kind of fun little let me up segment of WrestleMania, right?
The classic line, and this is a shout out to someone, I won't mention their name, I'll just see if they listen and hear this, is Gorilla Monsoon when Greg Valentine was singing. He says, if they were to hang Greg Valentine for being a great singer, they'd be hanging an innocent man. And then the horrible way that Honky Tonk just looks, and you've got Luke and Butch down there as concession guys throwing concessions out. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. What are you two concessionaires doing? Well, you're not concessionaires at all. You're Bushwhacker Luke and you're Bushwhacker Butch. you're the Bushwhackers. And then Bushwhackers slide in the ring and tear everything up. My God, get the exposure out there without having to have a match and get the Honky Tonk Man and Rhythm and Blues out there to sing a song. Everybody wins. I got my long side burns and my hair slicked back. Actually, that was the other song, but you know what I mean. Everybody loves to hear me sing.
And your boy,
see me dance.
And your best friend personally, DDP, he was there too, huh?
He was there driving a pink Cadillac with Peggy Sue.
Pretty remarkable. Let's talk about what's next here. The 92 SummerSlam show, or I guess the SummerSlam Spectacular, is the show that precedes the pay-per-view in the UK. And this is where the Bushwhackers get a title shot against then champs Money Inc. But in the match, which aired on the USA Network, they fall short. IRS pins Butch. Of course, SummerSlam is next. They're going to team up with Jim Duggan on the pre-show. They're going to defeat the Mountie and the Nasty Boys. They're slated to team with the Natural Disasters against Money Inc. and the Beverly Brothers at the 92 Survivor Series. But on the November 7th edition of Superstars, they agree to let Jimmy Hart, have the Nasty Boys take their place after the duo turns on their manager. So the Bushwhackers conclude the year here by resuming their long running feud with the Beverly Brothers on house shows. And sometimes they'll even team with Tiger Jackson against Bo, Blake, and Little Mickey Moses in 6-man matches. Tell me what the fuck we need to know about Tiger Jackson and Little Mickey Moses.
Tiger Jackson, arguably by the modern era, one of the greatest little people that was working at the time. He was Dink and from Montreal, hell of a talent. The other one, I have no idea. I think he was just the guy that Tiger was working with at the time. It was like, well, you got a little fella to work with? All right, let's bring him in. So, but Tiger was a hell of a talent. Tiger was entertaining as hell.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.